Welcome to the third part of the Graph2VR tutorial. In this video we're going to look into a real example and see what we can find in the graph. Let's enter the virtual world. Last time I promised you to show querying data, which is a pretty interesting thing to do in Graph2VR. So let's decide that we want to find the second highest mountain in China that exists in this database. For that, we need a mountain, and it would be handy to have it being of a type mountain. We may also want a height and a location. Okay, our recipe for the query. We select the triples, and if we would query this, then we would only have one result, what we already have. So let's just say the elevation is going to be a variable, the location also a variable, and the mountain itself should also be a variable. So if we say count all query results, we get a little bit less than 40,000 results. Let's query this. Order by, let's say we order it by the elevation variable 1 descending. Okay. So if I say query similar patterns, it will project all the possible results in the direction I'm looking. Here we go. So we've got a mountain here in Sikkim, India, Nepal, China. Yeah, I'm interested in China. So for today, we're going to work with this. We can say graph operations close all unmodified sibling. Then all the things we're not interested in anymore are gone. And now we're going to make a new query. Select this triple, select this triple, select this triple. This time we want to keep China, but the mountain can be a variable and the height can still be a variable. So let's do this again. Order by elevation, which is variable 2, descending, and query similar pattern. So all mountains in China, heights from the highest, the largest one is Lhotse, which isn't what I expected. I expected the largest one to be Mount Everest and the second largest one to be K2. But in this data set, they don't have height set. So for now, in this data set, this is the second highest mountain of China. So let's get some information about this. Let's maybe get a nice image. Beautiful. Maybe some types. And order this with force direction. Let's see, it's location, natural place, mountain in China. Okay. There's another interesting thing we can do with a query. I showed you the select similar patterns, but there is also a select similar patterns in a single layer. This will make one new graph of all the results. Let's see. So query let's select an edge and then query similar patterns in a single layer. Here we have it. Now this is all the results, but all connected to each other in one graph, which I think looks beautiful. And seeing this, seeing everything, I think this is one of the advantages of using virtual reality. I can move things where I want them. I have all the space to play with the data, to see connections in the data, all the space to project as much data as I want, a lot more space than you would have in a two-dimensional interface. Thank you. Let's go back to the real world. In the next part of this tutorial, we will show you how to save and export the results and import them into other programs. Thank you for watching this episode of Graph2VR. You can try Graph2VR for yourself. We've uploaded it on GitHub. For more detailed instructions, we've prepared a user manual. You can find the links in the video description.